Okay, let me go do this. I've never really streamed on Twitch before with music playing, so I don't know how loud it is. Hold on, I gotta check that shit too. Hello? Test, 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 test. Yeah, it's a little loud. Here, I'll turn it down to 67. Hold on, test, 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 test. Yeah, it seems fine. Alright, we're good. You know, as also saying before I start, you can go to my Discord server and get some free games for yourself. Because this is something I always say, that there's like, you know, free games on my server and stuff. Right now, the Black Within is free. I need to claim that shit right now. I forgot to do that. It is it says it's a what's it called, a $5 or $6 game, but it's showing up on itch.io as $10. Whatever, it's free though, you know. And I gotta log into my account. Hold on, where's my keyboard so I can turn that shit off? Because obviously I don't want somebody tracking what I'm doing, right? I'm gonna disable my keyboard. But yeah, I'm going to tell y'all more about, you know, there's more games that are free, of course, but, you know, hold on. Verification code. itch.io. Okay. Now I can get that game for free. Hold on. Let me do that. Put my keyboard back on screen. I don't know about the, what's it called? The Black Within looks pretty fucking interesting. Anyways, so there's the Black Within, that's free right now. And then, there's a gift pack key giveaway on the server. It also doesn't have an expiration date, so we don't know when it expires. There's Legion TD 2, which is a $25 game. It's free right now until the 31st. Has not expired yet. I'm just going to say whatever games are free, not the packs or anything like that. Like, I'm sure that this one playtest key is already gone. Nope. Wait, hold on. Oh, you gotta have a launcher for that. Yeah, no. There is no game. That one, oh wait, that already expired. Okay, yeah, everything before that just pretty much already expired. Anyways, there's not that much that's, you know, currently available, but I mean, hey, if you join my Discord server, you can go and get some free games every now and then. Because we don't, like, only, like, I don't post only, like, Epic games. Because seriously, if you're gaming only on Steam or Epic, I don't know, you're not really a gamer to me. You gotta be playing everything else. Because, like, for me, I have, like, all the libraries and shit. I have all the clients, so I can play anything I like. Especially being so I can have all the games I like, pay for as many games as I like. I have, like, 2,000 games in my library, so, you know, if y'all want me to play something, you can just, like, recommend me something to play, and I'll be willing to play it. What's that new game that recently came out? I think it's new, right? Let me see if I can find it. I already have it in my library, too. It's also kind of popular on Twitch already. It is, if this thing can hurry up a little bit, the Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers. I think, yeah, Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers. I think that game's new, right? When did release? Yeah, that released this year. I already have it too. I already have it in my library. So it's like I just have to install that, and I want to play it so I can actually, you know, stream it and stuff. But the game is, you know, obviously going to take a little bit of time to download, and I didn't feel like, you know, waiting for it to download. I wanted to play something right now, this instant, so I just decided to load up Black Ops 3 here. And where is my... Okay. What was I gonna say? I've been playing this one map. Where is it? You know what? I'm gonna play Modern Warfare Kill House because I like that map. I played it already before. If y'all got any maps for me to like, you know, that y'all would recommend me to play, I'll download them. I'll go to the workshop, the Steam workshop, and download it. I mean, if y'all want me to download a map on stream, I can, but, like, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time, especially being that my internet's a little bit slow. So, what the hell is going on here? I've never ran into a blue screen when I would play this map. Okay, bud. Okay, bud. I just got a fatal error. Did the game just crash or what? It did crash. Wow. That is weird. Hold on. Did I accidentally delete that map previously? I need to check that. Where is my maps? Because I do remember that I was manually deleting maps before. Let me see if I have that though. User maps. No, I have it. I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird. Yeah, I'm not adding you on Discord. And the way you're typing sounds like you're a bot. Because seriously, like, nobody types with all those commas and grammar and like, you know, you're not even using spaces either. Like, bro, nobody types like that. By the way, if anybody is wondering, like, you know, the top left, somebody may be asking me why I have that. I do have, this is the legitimate, like, what's it called, Black Ops 3, but I just use a modded client, so that way I can actually have, like, extra shit in the game, like I have mods and whatnot, so it's a mod that's causing that, alright? I don't really know why, like, I understand that the dirty part is because it wasn't really compiled correctly, but it gives me the gobble gums and weapon kits and shit, because I just don't feel like grinding for that shit, you know? I'm pretty sure you'd be feeling the same damn way too. If this damn map does the same thing with the blue screen shit, I don't think I'm gonna play it. Okay, we're good. That's really weird. I've never really ran into the... Like, I've never had the game crash when I load up a map. Like, why does Twitch have so many damn bots and no viewers? Like, I swear to God, there's like no viewers at all on Twitch. You only get bots. This shit is literally the equivalent to Kick. But yeah, I just use mods. That's why that thing's coming up in the top left, though. Because, like, that watermark was really fucking pissing me off. And I was like, yo, why can't I get rid of this? And it's like, it's just because of a mod. So I said, okay, well, whatever. I can deal with it. I can get over it. I don't really care for it, right? It still bothers me to look at it and see it in the corner. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is, right? Can't do nothing about it. Like, I can remove the mod, but if I remove the mod, then, you know, it's like, I'm not gonna have that many features. And I mean, overall, I could just remove it, because the Gobblegums and shit only really works for the actual main maps, and not modded maps. But, it don't matter. But yeah, the reason why I have so many damn games in my library is the fact that I actually claim a lot of games for free. Like, whenever they're 100% off, I claim them, and then I take them, of course. And then you also have things such as me paying for games as well, that also goes alongside it. And also me buying games that are actually on a discount. And me also owning a bunch of different clients, because, seriously, like I said, if you're only using Steam or Epic Games, you're not really a gamer. Only real people know about how gooner Itch.io is. Like, you're a gooner if you use Itch.io, and I am one. But I mean, like, hey, you can ask me what game I have, and I'm pretty sure I'll have it. Like, I mean, you know, you could be trolling, too, and I would literally say, yeah, I got that. Like, you could tell me if I have, you could ask me if I have my femboy roommate, and deadass, I will say yes. I mean, I do have my femboy roommate. Peak game, for real. The motherfuckers watching this on YouTube right now are probably like, excuse me, huh? I need to try out, like, Kick and whatnot, because Twitch is not really a good platform for streaming on. And I need to know whether or not if Kick is better. I would stream on Twitch, not Twitch, I would stream on YouTube, but I feel like streaming on YouTube probably won't get anywhere. Earlier, I was trying to figure out as to why or how people do it, where they were streaming Twitch with music playing, but the VOD doesn't have music, right? And you can use voice meter or VB cable, virtual cable, whatever the fuck it's called, right? And I said, no, I don't want to use virtual cable or voice meter, because last time when I installed that shit, it broke my fucking computer. And so there was one time where one of the files, even after deleting it, was still on my computer, and for whatever reason was taking up over hundreds of gigabytes of storage. And I said, why the absolute hell is this taking up so much damn storage? Literally half a terabyte. No reason at all for a file to do that, you know? So, like, not only did it ruin my storage, it fucking literally ruined my computer. Like, software on computers be sometimes a little weird. Like, I would say, like, for example, what's that one thing that people say optimizes your PC? I can't remember what it's called. But I remember trying it one time. I'm gonna have to look it up to actually see if I can find it again. So I can tell y'all, do not download it, because I saw it online, because everybody was like, oh, it optimizes your PC and whatnot. It made my computer run like shit, and it deleted a lot of important files, and it pissed me the fuck off. Because then I couldn't get those files back. Worst part, they didn't even go to the trash can. Because they did not go to the recycle bin, I couldn't get them back. I think it was called Razer Cortex. Yeah, it was Razer Cortex. Yeah, don't download Razer Cortex. If you want to break your computer, download it, but don't download it. That shit should be illegal. That shit's like malware. Like, I like Razer mouses. They're good products, but Razer, the only good product that they have ever made are their mouses. Their keyboards suck balls. I wouldn't buy a fucking keyboard from them. I believe they sell keyboards, right? I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah. I mean, if they sell mouses, they have to sell keyboards, but yeah. Just don't fucking buy anything from them other than mouses, because their products just shit in general. Like, if you want an actual good keyboard, if you're on a budget, Red Dragon. If you're not on a budget, you don't mind spending money, go with Keychron. Keychron's got some high quality ass shit. And me personally, people would say, oh, you know, the lower, what's it called for the keyboard keys? What's it called? Actuation force. People would say the lower actuation force, the better. And you would think so, right? Because a magnetic keyboard say you go down all the way down to 0. But in reality, no. Because actually, like the magnetic keyboards and shit, they can get you kicked from games. They can get you banned for like macroing and shit, even if you're not macroing. And on top of that, you can always mistype. It's like with me using cherry red MX switches, I don't think I'm ever going to go any lower than 45 grams of actuation force, because I already mistype on this keyboard, you know? I'm probably going to have something different in the future. I'm probably going to get something with 50 or 55. Hell, I even misclick when I'm gaming. And I'm used to this keyboard, by the way. I've been using this keyboard for years. So I'm used to it. But even then, I still misclick and everything. So I'm definitely going to get a different keyboard in the future. But yeah, more things about tech on the what's it called, on the other hand and whatnot. I actually want to get an EVGA FTW3 Ultra Gaming GPU, because I've done all the research and shit to find out that that is literally the most reliable and most stably overclockable GPU. That is like the best, okay? So like, you know, even though it's a 5 years old graphics card, it's a bit old, right? It's a 30 series. It is literally the best. You can overclock that shit really good, huh? And plus, it beats a lot of the 40 series GPUs. Hell, it even beats some of the 50 series. So, you know, like, overall, the what's it called? The 3090 FTW3 Ultra is literally a good-ass GPU. I found one online for $725, and I said, that's not a bad deal. Because brand new, they're $1,500. And I want to get one so badly. I just know for a fact, if EVGA actually continue making graphics cards and stuff like that, like models and whatnot, I'm for certain that the 5090 would not catch on fire if it was their brand. Like, if they made a model for the 5090, it would not catch on fire. I can guarantee that. They probably would have had some crazy ass fucking pin design where it would have been like 3 or 4 8-pins. You know? Maybe even 5 8-pins. Alright? 5, maybe a little overkill. 4, good. I'm telling you, they would have, like, wrecked the market. They would have made thousands of dollars if they kept staying in the market. You know, like, it's a really big-ass opportunity they got. They got a really big opportunity right now to make money. They need to come back. Now, you want to know why graphics cards catch on fire? It's not because of the 12 or 16 pin connectors and shit. No, it's actually the wattage that's being pulled to the card. So, like, for example, you're pulling 500 watts from a 5090 to a single 16 pin connector. Alright? This is super simple shit. Just do the amount of pins, alright? Divided by the wattage. And we're going to call that PPP, pin per watt. No, pin per power or some shit like that. Pin per wattage, PPW, something like that, right? Anyways, that is pretty much what it is, right? It is just the amount of fucking wattage that's being pulled within a single 12 or 16 pin connector. And I've done the math to know that about 20 to 30 watts per pin is a safe number. A little lower than that though, okay? A little lower than 30 watts per pin is a safe number. But for the 5090, it's doing that more than pin. It's like 30 or 40 watts per pin. So, you know, it's pretty damn ridiculous. It mainly has to also do with the amount of heat that's being drawn. Because, you know, with electricity draws heat with the amount of stuff it does. Heat starts to generate with the amount of wattage that's being drawn. And the more it gets hotter, the hotter it gets, the more it'll catch on fire, obviously. And the 3090 doesn't even draw that much wattage. For a single, like, especially being that it uses 3 8-pins is unnecessary as shit. But still, 3 8-pins makes it heavily overclockable. You can literally make the GPU use up more wattage for more performance, overclock that shit, and it still wouldn't catch on fire. A 3090 is literally just a beast of a graphics card. It's quite amazing, huh? Reach the perk limit. Alright, time to get secondaries. I don't remember. I don't think I even touched that, but whatever. Guess hitbox is just that damn big. I'm gonna buy all the secondaries. But yeah, I'm basically telling y'all that if, like, you know, if the 50 series or 40 series had more pins, then it wouldn't catch on fire. There is no reason for them to even use a 16-pin connector anymore. They should literally make, like, 24-pin connectors. If they made 24-pin connectors, there would be less issues. Hold on. I just realized I had my mic off the entire damn time when I was trying to speak to y'all. I literally paused my mic so that way I can actually do something in real life, and then forgot to turn it back on. Shit. But yeah, basically, I have to fucking state this shit all over. But yeah, I don't know if I said it, or if my mic was closed or not. But they should literally make a, you know, new power connector and make it a standard. Because the thing about it is if they did, it would mean that the PCB would have to be thicker, which would make it more expensive. But the thing is, it will be more reliable, you know? It even gives people more room to overclock. It gives people, like, you know, like, basically graphics card freedom, you know? And so, it's coming from me, like, somebody who has done research on stuff for years, you know? I'm really fucking smart. I do years of research on tons of stuff. And I'm just a nerd, you know? I'm a nerdy person. Now, what was I gonna say? Oh, shit. Not like this! Whoa! No, go! Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I think he died. No, he didn't. He's still alive. But yeah, like, you know, they literally should do this shit. They should make it a standard. Doesn't matter if it's more expensive, make it a standard, eh? Because the thing is, this 16-pin connector has already died. It's already out of date, you know? It's already as old as it is, you know? You're trying to carry a 16-pin connector, and which was meant for older graphics cards and have never came out with anything newer. Like, do you see how stupid that is? How, like, dumb it is? No, you fuck-ass bitch! Bruh! I'm gonna have no perks after this, and I'm gonna probably fucking die. That's gonna be fucking lovely. Oh, that's lovely. I have 0 fucking ammo. There was a thing I was trying to say whenever my mic was off, and I can't remember as to what it was. And this game fucking already sucks! But yeah, like, I study a lot of shit. Like, I also don't understand as to why people even underestimate my intelligence and knowledge when I'm as smart as I am. Like, recently, I had my Discord server got raided, like, today, right? And I'm, like, wondering why the hell do people even consider raiding Discord servers when that shit is a literal waste of time and you're, like, a literal no-life and you're corny as shit for even doing that. Like, what's it called? Regular people, the average person on Discord would probably fucking ban each one of the people till they're all gone. Me, being as smart as I am, I just mute the invites, delete whatever invites that the server raider made, and then fucking ban them, you know? Because the thing is, if I pause the invites, none of their friends can join. You know? They're all gone. Bro, did the game really just crash when I did fucking restart? Okay, why is this map crashing so damn much, bruh? Shit is pissing me off. And me even doing research and shit like that, it's like, I also don't even understand how people cannot tell I'm a nerd when it's quite obvious, you know? I'm as smart as I am, I make art, I make music, I do all kinds of shit, you know? I even programmed a Discord bot. So, you know, it's like overall, it's pretty obvious. Like, somebody could ask me a question based on something in my expertise, and I would deadass be able to give an answer. Like, a subject that I'm expertise in, you can ask me a question about it on a specific topic, and, you know, you'd get an answer. Like, for example, in school, when I was a kid and shit, my grades absolutely fucking sucked. And I barely graduated high school. Alright? Barely. The only reason why, like, you know, it's weird to me, but I never really liked school. Alright? Later in my life, I actually then started doing research on shit, and I started getting into research, and I started loving it, you know? And I want to relearn math. I want to, I want to learn math all over. I even want to go to college. But college is expensive, so I'm not gonna do that. We're not gonna play that map though because it was just, you know, constantly crashing. I'm gonna play Rainy Death. But before I do so, I'm gonna go ahead and go get myself a drink. I'll be right back.
Oh, come on. Command told me I was deploying with a full squad. Where are the others? Oh, okay, fine. I can do this alone, right? I'll be fine.
Alright. I am back. You know, it's like the only people who are gonna really hear this are people on YouTube and shit. And somebody's probably not even gonna want to watch this on YouTube. And it's like, I don't know what to do. Because like I've said, Twitch sucks, YouTube sucks, Kick sucks. There's not really a good platform to stream on anymore. You know, Kick is full of bots. YouTube, you get nowhere. Twitch, you get nowhere. You may get a viewer here and there. You get TikTok, there's only hate bots. There literally hate bots on TikTok. You'll get instantly 100 viewers and all of them are haters. And crazy part, they're not even real people. And it's quite obvious, too. I like this song. This song's kind of groovy. I don't know why, it reminds me of casinos.
I have a feeling this mission won't end well.
I've been playing this map a lot lately, though. I really love this map.
What is this? Button? I guess I should probably keep an eye out for these.
Like I've said though before, I've even made a, you know, TikTok talking about it and posted it up on YouTube as well. What game do y'all want me to play? Because like I will play anything as long as people will watch it. Because I literally have so many games in my library that I just do not care. Alright? Like I will play anything. I have every fucking game possible. Not everything, but I do have a lot, you know?
Definitely gonna be out of ammo soon.
Like, there's hardly a game I don't have. Like, I even have all the Far Cry's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Primal. The other one, I forgot what the name was. There's another one. I had the entire series.
I think I can find something in here that turns on the power.
And I'm waiting for, what's it called? BioShock 4 to come out, bro. I really want BioShock 4.
I did see a blue door on the way here that was locked.
Like, I'm waiting on BioShock 4, you know? I would really love to play some BioShock 4. I'm excited for it, too. I just know it's going to be a good game. People hated BioShock 3, but me personally, I enjoyed it. The main thing I really liked about BioShock 3 was just the graphics and the gameplay. Like, yeah, the story wasn't good. Sure, it was a completely different game compared to BioShock 2. But I enjoyed it. The graphics, the gameplay. You know, it's fucking crazy to me how good the graphics are on BioShock 3. And it runs so smooth. It's so optimized. It's just as optimized as, like, Doom. Because even Doom has such high graphics and it runs really well. Hell, even God of War is really optimized. I love it. You know? It's funny to me to see that people will say a 3050 is trash, and yet I'm literally playing Black Ops 3 right now at 100 frames. Like, I can play so many damn games with a 3050. I literally played God of War, like, easily with a 3050. So, you know, the 3050 is really not a bad card. It's just overhated. Everybody claims it's a bad card when it's really not. It's like, you know, people just need to stop hating and actually do the research. Because sure, yeah, it's not a great graphics card. It's not the best. But it's still pretty damn fast. You could say, oh, every graphics card beats a 3050. That's a lie. There's plenty of graphics cards that actually fail. Plenty of graphics cards that fail against a 3050. 1650, the old HD Radeon GPUs. And, you know, there's a lot. Obviously, the old graphics cards. And then there's even some people that say, oh, well, this graphics card here has more VRAM, more clock speed. Meanwhile, it's an older generation of a card. You know, it's not only the clock speed and the VRAM that's, you know, a reason of it being high performing. It also has to do with the generation of a card. So, like, for example, a 30 series most of the time will be faster than a 20 series. Because it's newer. It's got newer architecture. Like, for example, one thing may be able to support DLSS while one other card can't. It even has to do with optimization, you know? Bruh, come on. But yeah, like some graphics cards are just more optimized, especially their drivers. Certain graphics cards have different like drivers that are even more optimized. And I've done my research to know that even AMD GPUs are not that bad, but I would still pick Nvidia over AMD. Okay? So AMD is nice and all, and here's my opinion on AMD and like from my research, right? AMD is great for graphics cards that are cheap. And they're great because they run good on Linux, and they're great because, what's it called, they're more reliable physically than NVIDIA GPUs. They have more overclocking capabilities. But I wouldn't want to get a AMD GPU for the whole reason of it having a lower clock speed, or even being slower in general than an NVIDIA card typically is. You know? It's slower than an NVIDIA card. Typically, it's slower. And not only that, though, the drivers also fucking suck dick. Now, sure, it's been years, and they've had, you know, a lot of improvements and shit, but even then, their drivers still suck balls. It's the whole reason of why I will never buy an AMD GPU. And you know what's funny as well? AMD GPUs, the literal silicon on it, the chip, it is literally the exact same as a AMD CPU. There's no difference between it. Pretty interesting, though. And then so for NVIDIA, why I would pick it? Well, some games force you to use, what's it called? They force you to use ray tracing whether or not, like, even if you can't disable it, they force you to use ray tracing, you know? And it's like, on top of that, the DLSS is better than FSR. So, you know. And on top of that, the drivers are better. It's like you could say, oh, but the 50 series drivers are trash. Yeah, so is the 9000 series. The 9000 series GPUs are also trash. 9000 series have bad drivers as well. People may say, oh, but they have an improvement. Yeah, no shit. An improvement doesn't make them entirely better. You know, it's like I've done my research to know what's good, what's bad, stuff like that. Like, sure, NVIDIA graphics cards are more expensive and whatnot, but me personally, you're paying for all the features. You're paying for the well, not the reliability. You're paying for all the features. You're paying for all the good shit. You're paying for the performance. It's like, sure, they don't really got reliable GPUs. Their GPUs aren't really that overclockable, but they're still overclockable in general. They still have overclocking capabilities. It's like, in my opinion, it is still better just to pay extra money for an NVIDIA GPU. It is so much better to pay more for an NVIDIA GPU than it is for an AMD.
Come on, that takes away all the fun.
Like, on top of that, AMD GPUs have frame stutters, so it's like, you know, we're not gonna deal with that. You know, we don't want to deal with that. Frame stutters are never really a good thing to have, especially being that I was using Linux one time, and I used Linux for like, I don't know, I think it was a week, right? And I always ran into numerous amount of issues, and while Linux is not always that bad and I did get more performance, the driver support for it was not good, and what's it called? I had frame stutters. It just wasn't a good time in general. Like AMD, like, what's it called? Linux is not a bad operating system. Like, well, I know it's not an operating system, but it is not bad, you know? The distros are not that bad. I will say that they're not that bad. But me personally, Windows 10 is better than Windows 11, and Windows 10 can do more than Linux can. You can run a Linux program on Windows anyways, so... I just think that, you know, Windows and NVIDIA are just better altogether. And I've even done my research to find out that the best Intel CPU outperforms the 9950X3D. But unless you're going for performance and you don't really care about the top-notch performance, then don't go for Intel, alright? Because you know what's funny? The lower-end Intel CPUs are like fucking... They're like AM4 CPUs, pretty much. And then the high-up Intel CPUs are like Intel... They're like AM6, pretty much. AM6 doesn't exist, but I'm giving an example. And I even see as to why some people would want to get an Intel CPU with a NVIDIA GPU. It's so that way they can do both work and gaming. Like, some people get mad at that combination and whatnot, but it's really not a bad combination. Intel is for work, so maybe you'd be doing video editing. And then NVIDIA is for, you know, gaming.
Someone get in here and help me!
Now, AMD and NVIDIA is just purely for gaming. You know, it's not going to be good for work at all. Like, sure, you could do video editing, but an Intel CPU will be better at video editing.
This is really heavy.
It's like I've said, I've done my research, huh? And there is nothing wrong. I'm going to say this because people are complaining about this a lot. But there is nothing wrong with getting a power supply that is an excessive amount, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. That's okay. Like, for example, me right now, I got a 1300 watt power supply, which is a lot for my current system, sure. But I'm able to upgrade that and put that into a new system whenever I do build a new computer. And since I plan on getting a 3090, that's going to be able to handle it easily. And I want to get a 9700X CPU and not an X3D. Because X3D CPUs like to have issues with like the socket burning and shit. And sometimes it has to do with user error or just the voltage error. Like the X3D CPUs like to catch on fire and whatnot because of the voltage spikes, which Intel has. But their voltage spikes aren't as bad as Intel to where they cause blue screens, crashing, stuff like that. I could rant all about, like, you know, I could rant all about, like, hardware and shit. It's just like, I like hardware, I like computers and stuff. But yeah, I can understand, you know, using an Intel CPU with an NVIDIA GPU. I can totally understand that. And I can see why somebody would do that. Either for, you know, what's it called? Either for work, or if they have a really high-end CPU that they want to do gaming. But on top of that, if you are going to use an Intel CPU for gaming and shit, here's what I would recommend you, alright? So, the newest Intel CPUs they have the architecture that's called, what's it called? What was the architecture called? Ah, damn, hold on, let me look online. I can't remember, but there's a specific Intel CPU. Raptor Lake and Raptor Lake Refresh. Alright? Those two microarchitectures cause issues where they blue screen. Alright? And that has to do with voltage spikes. Now, how can you prevent the voltage spike from happening? Simple. What you do is you undervolt the CPU, and you get a motherboard with two EPS connectors. Two 8-pin EPS connectors. Bro, how? Fucking bullshit, dude. But yeah, basically you get a motherboard with 2 EPS connectors, great capacitors, and undervolt the CPU. And then you won't have that many crashes. If you have some here and there, it's still going to be less than what it used to be.
Of course. Everyone ran away.
Me personally, I wouldn't want to do that. Even if I wanted the highest, best CPU, I would not want to go for an Intel CPU, just for the whole reason of them crashing. They're not bad though, but I wouldn't get them because of the crashing issues.
Fine.
Now, out of hardware failing and shit, I would never get a Samsung SSD, alright? There's some people out there that are like, oh, well, Samsung SSDs are fast and shit. You know what's really fucking funny about that? It seems to be that the Vcache on SSDs is the main reason and culprit for the SSDs crashing, and, well, it's not even that. It's mostly the Vcache from a specific brand, alright? Because we always have manufacturers, and Samsung is a manufacturer. Their chips on their SSDs are just dog shit, alright? They're just dog shit in general. So, the thing is with these Samsung SSDs is they like to crash. They don't like to crash. They like to disconnect, corrupt your data, and then you just lose a lot of shit. You know, you lose your progress. It's like Samsung is a manufacturer and their chips just suck. What is a reliable SSD would be the Crucial T series. Like, you know, for example, T700, T705. Those are actually really good. Here, look, let me actually go and show y'all. Where is display? Alright, so look. Where is it? Storage. So I would say for SSDs, NVMe storage, Crucial and Sabrent are like the #1 best. And also Micron, because Micron is Crucial anyways. But see, these ones right here, like the T705, they get hot, but I would get a heatsink for it. These are the fastest SSDs you're ever going to get that is actually reliable. These right here are really high-end, and they're really good. Now, if you want, you can go with something like a P3, which is like, you know, entry-level type shit. That's what I have. I have P3s. I have a 4TB P3 and a 500GB P3 as well. Like this one here. The reason why, though, is because I use a 500GB one for, like, my boot drive. And here's the thing, though. If you are going to make a computer, make sure your boot drive is a lot cheaper than your main SSD. Like, your main SSD would be, like, things you install everything on. And I would say get 500 or a terabyte for your, like, boot. You know? Don't get 200. You may struggle with that. 500, that's good enough. Alright? Like, look, let me just show y'all. Hold on. CapCut. Let me see. Alright. So look, see, this is the 500 gigabyte one that I have, Crucial. And see, I'm only using up 115 gigabytes of storage, and this is because programs like to force install their way onto the main drive rather than another drive. You can't change the installation for some programs, right? So that's kind of why I would rather have a 500 gigabyte one and not a 200 gigabyte one. Because 200 gigabytes, you're going to run out quick. 500 gigabytes, oh, you should be good for a while. You should be good for a very long time. You shouldn't have to worry. 1 terabyte, I mean, you're kind of pushing it because they are a little expensive. You know? So this is the SSD. I have a 4 terabyte SSD, and then I have a hard drive here. I haven't really used the hard drive. I'm thinking about disconnecting it, so. But yeah.
Lead refill. Oh yeah.
I know a lot about computers. Oh, wait, I remember now. Okay, so look, the reason why these Samsung SSDs like to corrupt your data and whatnot, it has to do with the fact that it's also drawing a lot of heat. And when a part gets so hot, it like basically like shuts down. And so like, let's give an example, for example. Let's give an example. So like, let's say you take out a USB drive while it's doing something with the files, right? Or even, you know, you pull out a hard drive while it's in your computer running, alright? You're going to corrupt some data, and you're going to lose some shit. That is pretty much what happens with the Samsung SSDs, because they get so hot that they just shut down. So like, being that they run your main system on them, or you run something on them, you run program files, they're running something, and those files never got to finish or properly shut down, causing it to have, you know, malfunctions and errors and whatnot. That's what it is. And that is why they crash. But either way, Samsung SSDs are just shit in general.
Looks like we got ourselves a double deal going on.
Now, you know what's kind of funny, like I said though, about like Intel CPUs? A lot of like the mid-end, high-end ones, they are like the equivalent to an AM5. They're the equivalent to an AM4 CPU, right? I have a 10400 right now because my computer came as a pre-built, right?
I found a thing.
But I actually plan on getting a whole new computer, an AM5 CPU, 48 gigabytes of RAM, a 3090, you know, shit like that, right? Now, my 10400 is literally the equivalent to the best AM4 CPU for gaming. Because you don't need more than 8 cores, 16 threads, alright? The only thing you're getting from higher end CPUs, the only benefit you're getting from them, from the higher cores and higher threads, the only benefit you're getting from those CPUs is the clock speed. And that's pretty much it though. The threads and the cores is not going to benefit you though. It's not going to benefit you in gaming. But yeah, I want to get a 9700X as a CPU. Because, like I said, X3 CPUs like to have, you know, voltage issues. They like to burn the socket. Shit like that. So I would rather get a 9700X because the 9700X is a good-ass CPU for gaming. It's not X3D. It has 8 cores, 16 threads. It's perfect.
Could have given me some more of that. Hopefully the
It has a really high clock speed as well.
right outside.
Now, the thing is, talking about clock speeds, when I look for clock speeds on something, I don't go for the base clock speed. Sure, the base clock speed may be good because that's how it's going to run at base speed and default, right? But when I turn on something to overclock it, it's going to improve that a lot. And even whenever, like, you know, when it reaches certain temperatures and shit, that's the base clock speed. That's what it's going to, how it's going to run at when it's, like, thermal throttling, right? But when the CPU is not thermal throttling, that will be when it goes to the boost clock speed. But I'm not really worried about, you know, thermal throttling whenever I got a really good cooler, so.
Why does a small town need a place like this?
I would never worry about, you know, cooling if you got a good cooler. I also find it funny, too, that there's people out there that are like, oh, well, an AIO is better than a tower cooler. They get lower temperatures. You'd be wrong. Pretty much any mid-end tower cooler can get the job done easily. And if you're talking about cooling like the hottest Intel CPU, the NHD 15G2 is like one of the best tower coolers. That shit can easily cool that. It can easily cool that CPU, no problem. No thermal throttling, no nothing. It's like if I ever do get a really powerful CPU, then yeah, I'm gonna get an NHD 15. So yeah, but yeah, I think the cooler I'm gonna get for a 9700X is gonna be the Phantom Spirit Evo. Because the Phantom Spirit Evo's got 7 heat pipes, I believe 140 millimeter fans, and I think that should be good enough.
Time to go ballistic with this thing.
Bruh. This shit's gonna make me rage quit. And I think I might have already. But yeah, the thermal paste I'd go with is probably going to be something like the, what's it called? The Thermal Grizzly Cryonaut Extreme. Because it's good, it's thermally conductive, it's really good, but it's not electrically conductive, which is also really good. Meaning if I ever do get it onto a component, it'll be fine, you know? Now, I've always had the question as to what if you were to put an what's it called? NHD15 G2 on a GPU. Because I've seen people put, like, literal GPU coolers. They put CPU coolers on a GPU. Alright? Now, what if you put that big, fat cooler on a GPU, like a 5090? How good would the cooling be? Because I honestly feel like it'd be easy to cool with that. I never got to finish this map. Now, something that they should also do, they should also make, like, the back of GPUs, like, they should add, like, a heatsink to the back of the GPU. Because even the back of it gets hot because of the, you know, the what's it called? The PCB itself gets hot, pretty much. Like, I'm sure if I touch the back of my GPU right now, it's probably going to be burning hot. But yeah, you know, it would actually improve performance by a lot if they would put a cooler on the back. I wish that there was something I can do about EVGA and force them back into the damn, like, graphics cards business. Because like I said, you know, they would make actually bomb-ass graphics cards that actually wouldn't catch on fire. They would make really good ones that do not catch on fire. Why did I think this was a monster at first? Like, look at how ominous it looks. Like, bro, what are you doing? Red Dead Redemption zombies, huh?
You dare deny the doctor's request?
Here's the box.
We must secure more ammunition! I only bought this because I was in a hurry. Or maybe I just like it.
Damn, what is this fucking aim? This weapon is so dog, bro. Oh, another reason as to why I would rather not get an X3D CPU. They're more expensive. Why am I gonna pay more money for a failure?
Me to end your suffering so
Why am I gonna
soon.
pay more money for issues? Like what's it called? Like the V-cache is not really even that important. Like you can get it. Like it's important for some things, yeah, but not everything. It's kind of like the same thing with SLI. SLI doesn't work with everything.
My efforts will be futile if my weapon is empty. That one hurt. Teensy bit.
Am I tripping? Oh, what the fuck? I thought I was tripping. I thought I saw it moving. I thought I was tripping.
I could have chosen a path to riches.
I was like, is the tree moving? Literally is fucking moving. That's so weird. Bruh.
I have much to do. You're merely cash.
Ought to be alive. So interesting.
Here is the ammo. That's right.
What the
I
fuck
shall
is that?
reveal my monkey to the world. Many have tried. None have succeeded.
Which key is it?
I will not wrong you.
I guess that's cool. I got monkeys early round.
I need time to think. This infernal noisemaker will not provide that luxury.
This fuck ass weapon is so dog shit. What the fuck is this?
A future without bullets is not a future I wish to see.
A fucking minigun thing? What the hell, huh? And you could use it as a melee weapon? What the fuck is this? Seriously.
Just because you have wings does not mean you are above me. Well, literally it does, but that wasn't my point. Only a brain-dead fool would dare to touch me. Oh, yes, I suppose.
Bro, damn that weapon's ass.
You are not the first. You will not be the last.
Get on down. What the hell? Hold on.
This is how it always ends for your kind.
Whoa.
These bullets will not last long.
Are they all dead? Wow, no max ammo? That's gay. I'll take that over that.
Tire of the slaughter. Sometimes I relish it. Today I'm not sure. Double points. Greed often encourages me to take risks. It's a bad trait, I know.
You know, this weapon would actually be ass in real life, but for the 1800s, it's not a bad weapon.
Many things are gone in an instant. Too many. Leave me alone!
I think you can go fuck yourself. We need to get in these buildings. Hold on, I'm getting a message. Nothing important.
There's nothing so futile.
Yeah, this shit is
as
so weak.
futility itself.
This fucking weapon is so weak. Look at this shit.
Ah, that one hurt my ears. At least you saved me the bullets. Max, why not leaving your entrails on the floor?
Shovel required.
Max ammo. Was not random.
Bro, really? When I get a good ass weapon, I die. Bro, I cannot stand Call of Duty. It always finds a way to kill me whenever I get a good fucking weapon. Hell, I'll get a ray gun and die the next damn second too. Gay as hell. Why are there so many damn Discord, why are there so many damn bots on Twitch, bro? You're the second bot that has sent something in my chat. Oh, add me on Discord. Add me on Discord. Like, bro, you don't even introduce yourself. You don't even talk. You just bot. Wait, hold on a damn minute. Oh, wait, maybe a random perk thingy.
My wives dare touch me there. Now you sleep forever. Was good impression, no?
Bro, that looks so ominous.
Did you actually use your teeth?
Zombie blood.
Now, I'm trying to think of what to talk about next.
There'll be no escape from my wrath.
I just wonder if there was a depth of field. Time to log the fuck in.
I believe I may have been overcharged. Is it betrayal for me to like this increase in earning power? It is most generous gift. I am grateful. You smell almost as foul as you look.
Oh damn. Damn, he roasted your ass. Oh damn.
Honestly, I think I would rather spiders. Away from my body!
Max ammo.
The state will provide for our needs.
Oh yes, but I can't pick up that, even though it's money. Even though that's money, I cannot pick it up.
Insta-kill.
A quick death is more than they deserve.
Bro, I couldn't even knife it? Huh? Oh my god. Fucking bullshit, bro. Fucking bullshit, huh? And is it just me, or is this weapon different? One more time and I'm ending the stream.
Are you looking to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen.
If I die one more time, I'm ending the stream.
Something good happened. Let's crack open the champagne. On some dead brain skulls.
Double points.
I've got good news, you dead brain freaks. The bounty on your ass is just doubled. The brain dead's clear off this deck.
Oh, the fuck is this?
Need. Ammo. And lots of it. Stay down, or I'll kill you again. I know, I know. Come back when you can cough up more cash. Assholes.
Maybe this weapon's good? I mean, it seems to be one-hitting.
Zombie blood.
I am the zombie now, bitch.
That's right. You should fall down. Did we just pop its pus bag? Knives out, fellas. It's cutting time. Don't try that shit with me. I will cut you bad. So, we have to kill ghouls to earn points to buy stuff to kill more ghouls. I call bull.
Yeah, this weapon's already sucking.
Guess it's just me and my girl.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
good news. That's good.
So tell me, is this how you turn the power? I thought it was gonna be actually like a power switch, like a regular Call of Duty.
Now wait a damn minute. I paid my money. How come you're changing the rules? Try that with me. I will cut you bad.
Zombie cash.
That bastard's giving the others a boost. Ugly creeps. This day, this week, this whole month better not get any worse.
Double points.
I've got good news, you dead brain freaks. The bounty on your ass is just double. Looking to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen.
Max ammo.
Disembodied voices announcing free ammo? What is really going on here? Some good news. That's good. Right? That's not right.
Yeah, I'm never gonna go back in there. That is just ridiculous. You get stuck up there, there's no way out. Like, what the hell? Alright. My GPU temps are actually not even that bad either. I have actually decided to open up my PC case and leave the side panel open when playing games because it gets hot really quick. And yeah, my fucking temperatures have been like 20 degrees, 20 Celsius degrees lower than what it typically is. Which is a lot. But I mean, hey, you know, it's been really good, so, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.